I do understand and want to acknowledge that there are those who may feel the topic of responding to our environmental crisis is outside the bounds of theology or the role of the church. Some have suggested that we have done enough damage already and should leave this talk to scientists, and others argue that the topic is more political than scriptural, but with respect, I simply disagree. It is in the pages of Scripture that I find a mandate to be faithful stewards of God's gift of creation. It is in the context of contemporary life that I see an urgent need to respond to that call. And here I count myself among those who long for a deep ecology. That is a transformation in our understanding of who we are in the fabric of creation and how we are to live. And for this, there is no better resource than the Bible. So what do we find in the pages of Scripture that might inform the practices of the faithful? First, we discover a consistent command to honor the gifts of the Creator by honoring the gift of creation. The call to till the earth and keep it is not a license to destroy it. Quite the opposite. The dominion to which we are called must be defined by God's own practice of sharing power. You have made us a little lower than God. That is God, whose power is beyond description or human imagination. That God does not exercise power in destructive or tyrannical ways, and neither should we. We are to be humble about our role and our place. To the extent we exercise dominion, we do so in the image of God's own dominion, the dominion of love. Second, Scripture invites us to see and acknowledge the radical interconnectedness of all creation. The psalmist again and again declares this in words of wonder and of praise. When I look at the works of your hand. The Apostle Paul, in a different way, writes of the interwoven nature of creation. In the 8th chapter of Romans, Paul observes that all of creation is groaning in labor pains, that all of creation is subjected to futility, that all of creation waits together for redemption. And for Paul, this futility is related to human sinfulness. So the redemption of creation is directly tied to the redemption of humankind. We are not the only game in town.